Hi, today I'm going to share how to make Queso Ube Chiffon Cake. For the ingredients, we need 8 egg yolks, 100 ml of fresh milk, 100 ml of vegetable oil, half a cup plus 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 150 grams of cake flour. It's about 1 cup. To begin, we're gonna combine the egg yolks and the sugar. Continue to beat this until the egg yolks is light pale yellow. Just like so. And then we're going to add the milk, followed by the oil. Finally, we will add the cake flour. Once everything is well combined, we're gonna set this aside and we're gonna move on to the meringue. For the meringue, we need 8 egg whites, half a cup plus 1 tablespoon of sugar, and half a teaspoon of cream of tartar. To begin, we're gonna beat the egg whites until it is frothy. Once it is frothy, we can add the cream of tartar. If you don't have cream of tartar, you can use lemon juice or vinegar. Now we're gonna gradually add the sugar. Once the sugar is all in, continue beating until we reach the stiff peak stage. Just like this. Now we're going to combine the egg yolk butter and the meringue in 3 additions using the folding method. And this is the last addition of the meringue. At this point, you should be very gentle in mixing. We don't want to deflate the air that we created from the meringue. We will divide the batter into 2. By the way, your oven should be preheated at 160 degrees Celsius. So here, we're gonna make this ube flavor. I'm using ube flavoring. I'm gonna use 1 and 1/4 teaspoon of the ube flavoring. So this is the first or 1 teaspoon first. I'm gonna mix this using the folding method. And then I'm going to add the 1/4 teaspoon. Once it's well combined, we're gonna set this aside. And let's move on to the queso flavor. I've got half a cup of cheese in here. I use tasty cheese, or you can use cheddar. 30 grams, and I use a drop of lemon yellow food coloring. If you don't want to use food coloring, that's fine. So I'm adding the grated cheese and a drop of the food coloring. And then I will fold in the cheese into the batter. Again, do not overmix. So I've got a chiffon pan in here that I did not grease. So do not grease your chiffon pan. So I'm putting 2 tablespoons of the queso batter on each side of the pan. And then I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of the ube batter on top of the cheese batter. So you're gonna continue doing this process until you finish up with all the batter. And this is what they look like now. We're gonna bake this in a preheated oven at 160 degrees Celsius for about 1 hour 15 minutes, or until when you insert the skewer in the middle and the skewer comes out clean. Before baking, give it a light tap just to release some of the large air bubbles. And this is what it looks like after baking. Now, one important step is to flip the pan upside down and let it cool down completely. Once it cools down completely, using a spatula or a knife, run it on the side of the pan. Don't forget the middle. And then release it from the pan. And this is the finished product. I hope you give this a try. I know I always say that this tastes really good, but it does taste really good. So give it a try. This is an original recipe that I created, so I hope you'll enjoy it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And just to show you what it looks like inside when you cut the chiffon cake. Can you see the zebra stripes? Let it cool down completely before eating it, okay? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye!